On a sunny morning in Gotham City, an atmosphere of relative calm prevailed, but soon everything turned into chaos. As Batman patrolled the streets, he received reports about a group of criminals who began to appear throughout the city, behaving strangely and transforming into bizarre creatures after exposure to a mysterious chemical substance. Panic spread everywhere, and people lived in fear and anxiety. Batman decided to intervene quickly. He headed to the site of the incident, only to find a group of men who had lost their senses, transformed into large, powerful creatures that were causing destruction wherever they went. The creatures were capable of inflicting significant damage, attacking buildings and destroying cars, which led to widespread panic among the residents. Unable to handle the situation alone, he recalled his old mentor, Dr. Grayson, an expert in chemistry and biology. Batman quickly made his way to Dr. Grayson's lab, located in an old neighborhood of the city. Upon arriving, he found Dr. Grayson working on some research. Dr. Grayson welcomed Batman with concern, having heard about the creatures spreading throughout the city. As soon as Batman explained the situation, they realized the gravity of the crisis they were facing. The two began working together to analyze the chemical substance responsible for the transformations. Time was of the essence, as they needed to find a quick solution to save the city. After several hours of intense research, they discovered that the substance contained an unknown compound developed in a secret lab, which had leaked due to a failed experiment. In the midst of their investigation, one of the assistants rushed in to inform them that more creatures had appeared in new areas of the city. Batman and Dr. Grayson realized they needed to act swiftly. After a bit more digging, they found that the lab was located in an abandoned industrial area on the outskirts of the city, where research had been conducted in secrecy. Batman and Dr. Grayson set off for the site, equipped with the necessary tools to handle the situation. The city felt dark and eerie as the streets lay deserted, yet the sounds of the creatures echoed around them. Upon arriving, they found strange creatures roaming the area, some bearing the features of old enemies of Batman. Batman used his combat skills to evade the creatures, while Dr. Grayson focused on analyzing the chemical substance in the area. The situation was perilous, as they both knew that any wrong move could worsen the problem. They began gathering information and data about the substance. As they advanced toward the chemistry lab, they encountered a group of creatures that had transformed into massive, powerful beings. Batman utilized all his combat skills, dodging blows while Dr. Grayson searched for something that could assist them. In the control room, they discovered that the mastermind behind the chaos was manipulating events. This individual was a mysterious figure named the Jester, who sought to create an army of transformed beings to control the city. His plan was clear: to exploit the chaos to amplify his power and influence. When Batman confronted the Jester, a fierce battle ensued between them. The Jester used the creatures as his soldiers, while Batman relied on his intelligence and combat skills. The conflict escalated, with sounds of explosions and chaos filling the background. Batman deployed all his weapons and technological tools against the Jester, while Dr. Grayson worked on finding a cure for the creatures. As the battle intensified, Dr. Grayson finally found a therapeutic formula among the materials in the lab. However, there was one obstacle. The Jester was attempting to eliminate them before they could utilize the cure. During the ongoing fight, Batman devised clever strategies to distract the Jester. He detonated some equipment in the lab, creating an atmosphere of disorder. Dr. Grayson seized the opportunity to prepare the antidote. Once Dr. Grayson successfully prepared the cure, things began to change. The creatures gradually transformed back into their human forms, while the Jester faced his impending defeat. In a critical moment, Batman injected the antidote into the Jester, halting the transformations. After the battle, calm returned to Gotham City. Batman and Dr. Grayson stood on the rooftop of a building, watching over the city with a sense of pride. Batman realized that new challenges would always emerge, but with friends by his side, he could overcome anything.